There's this person driving a Sentra in front of me. Their license plate says Miss Petty. I'm pretending that this is vodka. They're from Mississippi. You guys, I was watching this video that I did last night, and I started crying because of how true it was to my life. And I know that I'm an artist because I'm giving you a giant chunk of me. And so when I'm revealing certain truths about myself, it is painful. I don't know what's more painful. Is it like this recognition of that? Is it the recognition of like how alone I am? Because something I said last night that really struck me was like, I was talking about, you know, this imaginary person in my head all the time. And that probably does seem depressing, like I have that instead of the real thing. But I just don't think the real thing is the real thing. And in a way, I find that to be more depressing. So the reason why I call it a phantom libido is because that part of me that should want companionship and sex and children and a family and all of that, it's like, it is somewhat painful, it is somewhat of a loss, but not that much because it's a phantom. Does that make sense? But, okay, so there's this guy that I go to AA meetings with who has a fake leg. And he said that he wasn't in therapy that long before he got it. But he's, you know, a go-getter type. But I think that, you know, people that are different, you know, obviously he lost his leg in combat, but, you know, he was able to maintain, and now he has a fake leg, and he's moved on with his life. You know, he's not constantly mourning his loss of his real leg. Like, he told me that he doesn't really experience phantom pains. But I think that's all psychological. Like, you're obsessing about something that you don't have. And so, for me, I guess it's like, when it comes to the relationship stuff, like, I tried to have it and it didn't work. And so I just became convinced that I'm just not supposed to have it. It's not there for a reason. But I do think there are plenty of people that they're at this loss. because they want it and they don't have it. Go on. So they just assume that they're supposed to be, you know, sad or in pain because they don't have something. Whereas people that are a lot more resilient will go, okay, this happened, I just have to deal with it. I can get sad about it sometimes, I can mourn it sometimes, but I'm not going to relish this, I'm not going to obsess about it, you know? So, I'm just lucky to be a resilient person, because I feel like a lot of people are real hung up on the things that they're not. They're hung up on the things that they can't be. And you know, comedy taught me that quicker than anything else. Just watching, you know, more normal people do stand-up, I'm in awe of their process. I'm in awe of the fact that these motherfuckers are able to, like, tell a joke in a timely fashion. It's very well constructed, and I can tell that they've spent a lot of time working on it. You know, I'm in awe of that. But that doesn't mean that, like, I have to be jealous and envy them because I'm not them, you know? And, yeah, I think that's really hard for a lot of people. But I used to be a very envious person, and it wasn't until I started doing stand-up comedy that I just killed that jealousy, you know? Cheers to that, right? Cheers to killing off the things that are not good for us. Cutting that shit right off. But I understand jealousy. I understand envy. I understand bitterness and hostility. And I can go back into that, but I just don't stay there for very long because I know it's not really a fun room to hang out in. So I've experienced, you know, kind of teetering on the edge of psychosis. And I've done that because of marijuana. And I did that way more when I was coming off of it. Because of my emotional nature. So there was just a lot of stuff that I was experiencing where I was like just really, really on the edge. And I'm lucky that I could see that. I don't know if y'all know this experience, but I know it all too well, where I'm just on the edge and I'm just looking down and I'm like, you could jump, you know. You could totally fucking jump, bitch. And there was that voice, you know the one, that's like taunting me like, you're too weak. You're too weak. You're so much of a coward, you can't even fucking jump. And yeah. Well, I used to think I was real pathetic because I couldn't even kill myself. But now I'm seeing that maybe that voice was wrong.